Girbeagly.
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly, and today is a very, very special day. Not only is it St. Patrick's Day, and if you are someone who does celebrate St. Patrick's Day, I hope that you're staying safe, I hope that you are drinking responsibly, and I hope that you are social distancing based on the current things going on in the world. But even more important than St. Patrick's Day is today's date being the anniversary of this YouTube channel. 7 long years I have dedicated my life to this YouTube channel. That is not a small amount of time to dedicate in your life towards like one platform or one type of content. It's crazy that I've come this far at all, and it's all thanks to you guys and so many other great people in my life. But today I have a very, very, very special video for you. One that many of you who have been in the community for years have been demanding for a long time, and I've been finding every way possible to put it off. But now I can't avoid the cringe. Yes, that's right. I'm going to react to old videos of mine. I'm going to start near the beginning, and we're going to see where it goes. I don't really have a plan besides watching the very first video I put up, but over these 7 long years, there's been a lot of weird shit that's gone up on this channel. And you'll even see here on my channel page that these videos are 6 years old, and then I have this 7-year-old video. This intro to Girbeagly that people love quoting to me. It's actually become a copy pasta in my Twitch. But this is a video that is 7 years old today. This is this video's birthday, so that's pretty wild to think about. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna click this and prepare for the cringe because it's pretty goddamn bad. Oh God, already. Why?
Hey YouTube,
Brian, this angle.
Girbeagly. I just wanted to announce that I am starting a super fun time internet channel.
Super fun time.
YouTube called Girbeagly's channel or something. It's gonna have my name in it, which is gonna be Girbeagly because I said that 3 times.
Great.
Anyway,
good clarification,
so
man.
About video games and science and maybe some of this.
Oh Jesus, the old.
And maybe some of this.
Oh no.
And maybe some of this.
These cuts are so bad and clunky. Oh Jesus.
But mostly, it's gonna have this.
Oh no, not the Keystone Light. I actually haven't watched this in so long.
Who likes bad beer? I like bad beer.
Why?
In fact,
why would I admit this?
I like malt liquor.
Why would this be the thing I admit?
And it makes fire inside my belly and intestines. And
it sure does.
Anyway, so I'm gonna have a video channel, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it because it's America, and America always wins.
Oh God, I couldn't have said that in a worse way.
Vietnam. That was bad.
Jesus.
Anyway, so get ready for some video game goodness. If you like video games, watch the channel. If you like science, watch the channel. If you like video games and science, watch the channel. If you like alcoholism and watching someone publicly maybe kill themselves with alcohol, watch the channel. Anyway, I'm super glad that you guys are checking this out.
I'm not.
I really appreciate any comments below. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead and do so.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap.
I'm going to go and turn off this video because I'm
embarrassed
myself enough. But, yeah. It was good seeing you. Goodbye.
Was it? Oh God, everything about everything about that video makes me cringe. I know that I talk about repeatedly that cringe culture is dead and that we've moved beyond it. We've evolved as a species beyond cringe culture, but if anything's going to bring it back, it's this fucking video. Holy Christ, man. This is crazy. I mean, this is the thing is I haven't watched that video all the way through because like the copy pasta in the Twitch chat is only like the first few lines of it with like a bunch of goofy emotes or something like that. But I haven't watched up to the point where I swig Keystone Light of any of the beers I could have picked. I chose that one to swig live on camera and then talk about being an alcoholic like it was funny. Oh boy. Ouch. That's rough. That's some rough stuff. That is how I've evolved as a creator, and that's part of the reason I keep this old cringe stuff up here. I know there's a lot of channels out there, no shade towards any of them, that like hide a bunch of their old videos, they private them or delete them or whatever because they're like, I don't want people going back and thinking this is like the type of content that I still make or finding in like a recommended section on YouTube or something. But this is something that I leave up strictly because I know it's bad and I want people to have a benchmark of the progress I've made, the change that I've made that's positive, to prove that change isn't always a bad thing, especially in cases like this, because good God, that's horrible. Oh my God. Some quick context for those of you who are wondering. Originally, the slogan of this channel wasn't Let's Play Everything. We sort of evolved into that because I just play a huge variety of games, and my mentality is always, whether it's an indie game or a AAA, I'd like to give it a shot. But back in the day, when I first started this YouTube channel, I had this weird idea in my head because I watched a ton of science docs, and I watched like educational edutainment on YouTube a lot, where there were people who like broke down the science of their favorite movies and things like that, which I thought was so cool. And I was like, why don't I start applying that to like a gaming channel? Why don't I take the gaming angle of that? Because I had already been inspired by Let's Players. I was like, man, I talk in front of a camera, or I talk to video games. I mean, I talk to video games all the time. I can do that in front of a camera because, like, even if I don't have an audience, I'm just talking aloud like a mad person all the time because I'm an idiot. But that was something that sort of like spun into the beginnings of this channel and then just sort of dwindled off. And the science part was like gonna be a big feature, and for whatever reason, I think it was just because I was so burnt out from my job all the time, and I found out that Let's Play was a much easier format than like putting dozens of hours into researching science videos. I just moved past that, and it never really became a thing. I did like one science-based video and that was it. But the booze thing, for whatever reason, drinking bad beer and like reviewing things, was a thing that I tried to make happen for a little while. I did it with some movies, and I mean, you guys can see right here, actually, I did like a drunken movie rant #1 on the 2012 hit horror movie Sinister, of all things. But holy Christ, I mean, just to give you guys some backstory, like all of these videos in the beginning, the reason they weren't Let's Plays right off the gate are due to the fact that I didn't have like a camera that I could use. I used my iPhone 4 as my camera for everything. That's why that angle was so weird in that video. Is I remember propping up like stacks of books to prop up my iPhone 4 to face me and shoot at that angle, because that was as flush with my face as I could get at the time. I used Windows Movie Maker and iMovie to edit everything on like a 10-year-old laptop, and I eventually started doing Let's Plays with a headset mic that my dad had given me. Wasn't even USB, just plugged into the audio jack, but it was like 10 years old also. It was really bad stuff, but it also goes to show that like back then, anyone, it didn't matter what sort of equipment they had, they could just sort of start it up and do their thing. But I'm gonna move to the first vlog here. It's called Arcade Vlog. I believe this was from Morgan and my like 5th year anniversary or something like that, like year 5 of us being together, and we went to Ocean City, Maryland. So, oof.
Girbeagly.
The old intro.
Hey,
all right. Oh
it's
God.
Girbeagly.
Baby's first vlog.
Currently outside of
Oh Jesus. The noise.
the Playland, which is a sweet arcade.
Jeez.
that Morgan and I are
Still do
about to head
the
into.
bang sweep,
Have
of
a
course.
Wonderful magical journey, because that's what we always do. And
Oh
we're gonna
God,
go
I was so
upstairs,
nervous on camera
see
all the
inside.
time.
Anyway, so here's
That
an example
angle,
of one of the
dude.
Fun games inside of Marty's Playland.
Oh, no.
It's called Popcorn. I've never seen this before,
I just,
but it looks exciting. It's you get this little dish thing.
I
that
don't know why I would
Morgan
explain
is,
this.
Is moving around right now,
There we go. Good job, Morgan.
and basically
Way
what
to
you're
go.
supposed to do is
Move
the
that dish
popcorn
thing.
comes out, it's hot and fresh and delicious, and you catch it, you get tickets for it. So Morgan's gonna play. She's gonna put in a quarter in a second here, and we're gonna see the magic unfold
Oh boy, the magic. I hope it
in the
unfolds.
popcorn machine.
This
So,
is. There she is. Ah, cute
Okay,
as ever, though. Holy crap! Why was she ever with me, though? Riveting gameplay here, by the way. This is
no
amazing
popcorn's
stuff.
coming out.
Oh wow,
I
good.
demanded some hot, fresh popcorn.
I'm so glad that I kept this in then.
Are you doing
Good
it wrong?
stuff. I think
gotta
my
keep the
mentality
popcorn
back in the day was with any vlogging that I did, A, it was just to give me some experience to get more comfortable on camera, and B, it was almost like something for Morgan and I for like posterity's sake. I was basically of the mentality when I started my channel of, I'm not really doing this to get like large on YouTube. I don't need like a big following. I just sort of want to share my life and different aspects of things that I like, and if people out there happen to stumble across the channel and go, hey, those are things I like also, then they can enjoy the content. Otherwise, it was just a record of what I was doing so that I could go back and look at it, or Morgan and I could go back and watch vlogs like this and go, ah. Also, for whatever reason, I chose portrait mode for the, like, why did I do that? That is a big no-no. Very terrible stuff. I mean, going back and watching this now, I know I just said that I did it for posterity, but good God, I kind of wish that this didn't ever happen. Oh, this is very, very cringe for me. I think I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit in the vlog because I don't really know what happens in this. It's just like kind of stupid us playing games, but it was a really nice trip. It was, I think, our first time in Ocean City, and it was like when I decided I really wanted to start like putting more effort into making YouTube videos. And I told Morgan during that trip, because we were like sharing a suite in a hotel, and we were just like talking about I think we had just like finished watching a bunch of Markiplier videos, and he had been talking about wanting to help people get through bad times, and I was like, man, I really want to do that as well. Like, that sounds like a really cool thing. And yeah, this is a result.
Outside of our price range is plastic marble fish thing.
Oh boy, love
is patient. And
it
it's
is.
Kind.
God.
Damn, I want that.
I don't even know what the hell that was.
Oh, yeah. Another montage of the sweet prizes.
Dude.
Oh, hey, what are you doing, sexy froggy?
Oh, God, no, dude.
Sexy frogs are the best kind of frogs. I like them. They're all glossy and slimy and ready for... They're lubed up. They're ready.
Oh, God, okay, I think we're done. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. We're done with that vlog. It's A-okay. You guys heard enough. You understand the gist of it now. Oh, my God. Oh, man, I had totally forgotten about these. This is a series I made called Awfully Off Topic, where it was basically like a variety hour type thing where I just do whatever the hell I wanted to. In this one, for whatever reason, I decided to kick off the series with eating cat food. I did a number of these, not eating cat food, but a number of the Awfully Off Topics, but it was like a way to put like non-gaming content up and non-vlog content up, and oh man, this is like, oh gosh, we have to click it because we have to see what happens in this. Oh God, I remember that shirt.
Is the first video of a new series
that posture though
about off-topic things. It's gonna include more things like rants about politics, current world events.
No, bad ideas.
Sports news. I'm not even sure yet, but mostly it's gonna have random ass crap.
Yeah,
such as tonight's video. Tonight's video is
good cut.
Be all about trying cat food.
I remember our table used to wobble, so the camera would wobble.
Even more specific, Indoor Advantage.
Oh, that's some good brand placement, guys. That's how you get the sponsors.
Which,
holy crap!
As everyone knows, I probably need.
Oh boy.
Now I know what you're thinking.
Let's
Why the hell
this guy talks too much. Let's.
And I have an answer.
Fast forward to when he actually eats it.
Fish meal, dried yeast.
Okay, I read the entire instructions to
protein isolate.
Go ahead and
animal fat.
Delay everything. Here we go. 3 minutes in.
Countdown from you know what? No countdowns. Those are lame.
They are.
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
Bon appetit, guys.
Here it is. The big moment. The big payoff. Oh, that crunch. That immediate face of regret. And here's the thing, I still do stupid shit like this on the channel all the time. I'm like, I'm gonna eat this super spicy thing, or I'm gonna eat this gross thing for entertainment purposes. And also just to see what it's like, and there's the Keystone, guys. I was really hoping for that Keystone Light brand deal.
This is really bad.
Oh
my God, it's like a million stale crackers covered in the smell of poop. But it's on your tongue. Hold on.
Oh God, I mean that's probably an accurate description to what it was at the time, but like what a stupid thing. I don't know. Like, that was the thing is, like, I get so many people who, like, email me or tweet to me or ask me during, like, live streams or whatever, like, how to improve their content, like, how to get to the point I'm at where I'm, like, full-time creating now. And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing in the beginning. Clearly, I didn't know what I was doing. You sort of just find your own, like, I don't know. You find your own flow as you go along. It's your personality driving content that you're creating. Don't try to be anyone else. Just be yourself and put out stuff that you find, I guess, entertaining or interesting in some way, shape, or form. And again, you hope that people who have similar interests or have a morbid curiosity are going to click on your video, join your community, etc. Like, at this point, I think I had, like, it was somewhere around like 10 or 20 subs. I didn't have a lot of subs on the YouTube channel yet. I wasn't, like, making any big videos that were blowing up. I didn't have any friends who were, like, well connected or anything at this time. It was just me sort of sitting in front of a camera making videos, and every now and then I'd get a really nice comment on a video. I'd get 1 or 2 of them, but, like, the first 2 subs I ever had on the channel, they were my mom and my sister, and those are the people watching this. Like, a couple Facebook friends from, like, college and high school watched these videos, and I remember getting, like, DMs from them that were like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? And it was one of those things where I don't know, I wanted to have fun and I wanted to be a goofball on camera. I was always, you know, the weird theater kid or whatever growing up, so I was very, very comfortable doing, like, the class clown style of humor and sort of infusing my videos with that. And it's so weird to think that it went from this to whatever it is that I'm doing now, where I'm able to, like, do it as my job, and it's really a dream come true. It's really wild, and I did want to show these types of videos, like I said, so that you guys can just see sort of the journey that I've been on, but God, this hurts. This hurts so much to watch. Quick note also about the thumbnails on this channel. I know I talked about this already in the Unis Honest video in response to Mark and Ethan roasting me about my thumbs, but this is something that, for whatever reason, when I started doing YouTube, like, my humor is so off-center and weird that I was like, I'm gonna make intentionally bad thumbnails. Like, I mean, look at this shit. Like, this stuff isn't good. None of this is good. And it wasn't like at the time I thought, like, putting Master Chief with a sniper rifle and the word YOLO with me being angry at him was a good thumbnail. I literally, these aren't even in the right aspect ratio. Like, we got black borders on all of these shits. Like, it's really bad. Only the vlogs where I'm, like, in the camera are the ones in the right aspect ratio. Everything else is absolute trash. And it wasn't like I didn't know they were trash. I had this thought in my head, for whatever fucking reason, that being a comedian on YouTube meant creating your own in-jokes, and I was like, this will be my in-joke. I will make intentionally shitty thumbnails with, like, impact font and, like, the logo of the game slapped real sloppily onto them, like, and that will be funny to some people. People will go, wait, these thumbnails are so fucking bad. Did a 12-year-old make these? They'll click the video and then they'll be, like, drawn in by the content. That was, for whatever reason, my clickbait at the time, was bad thumbnails, and it didn't work because I was the only one in on the joke. People literally just thought I sucked ass at thumbnails. So that's how I did things for literally years on the channel, and I never improved on making thumbnails until way later, and obviously, like, recent ones have been so fun to make, and I've really enjoyed it, but that is the backstory. I mean, these are fucking atrocious. Like, what? Like, why? Why the titles are even bad? There's, like, all sorts of, like, horrible crap going on in all of these, and it's just like, I don't know why I thought that was, like, the idea to run with. There's nothing here but, like, garbage and just bizarre little, like, things. There's, like, I mean, this is this thumbnail here is basically the okay boomer meme of the old guy clutching his heart as he's dying. Like, oh my god, dude. Okay, I gotta scroll all the way back up here, though. I gotta get to this very first Let's Play I ever did. This was Happy Wheels #1. For whatever reason, It's called I Suck at Rapping. I think I bust out a freestyle or something embarrassing like that in this. It's just one of those things where I was so obsessed with Let's Plays at the time that I was like, I need to find a way to do Let's Plays. Even if they're bad, I need to put one up. So, yeah, let's dive into this guy.
Girbeagly.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Hey, YouTube.
Why is there an intro?
And I have
Why did it take me so long to say it's me?
Video games recently, and I was thinking to myself, hey, self, how cool would it be if we added some video game videos to the YouTube?
Oh God,
which was the point.
It's so
from
bad.
The beginning, and I'm sorry I delayed on it.
It's just okay. Let's skip ahead to the gameplay because I think this, yeah, as always, this goes on way too long.
Right now.
So,
boy, thanks.
Episode. The slow zoom of the text.
I've been told that this game's pretty.
Oh God, it's the trial version of Bandicam. I forgot I had that.
Turner/Tobuscus play.
Oh no, bad shout out. That aged very poorly.
Before, so I'm gonna suck, and you guys are probably gonna
So
laugh.
This is the headset mic that was like
on the road.
10 years old. I remember it had like the little foam end, and I was just talking right into it.
This is called Ultimate.
Oh man, and this was all on my laptop also, so it's like a whole 5 frames a second.
By the way, guys,
pretty fantastic.
Oh, I gotta follow them. Go, big guy on the lawnmower. Go.
Ah, jeez, I didn't know how to do any audio balancing. Again, I was using iMovie and Windows Movie Maker to make all this stuff, and I didn't even have a face cam yet. This was before I knew how to layer anything.
Holy crap. Payback time.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh, it's a big fat Bruce Lee guy. Kick him in the face.
Stellar commentary. Obviously, it hasn't gotten any better since then. This is exactly how all my videos are now. Oh, man. Okay, so this is where things really started taking off for me. I had bought a new camera, and I was so proud of it at the time because like it was a big adult purchase. I had really saved up. Morgan and I had done some research online about different cameras, but it was like a Sony Handycam, and honestly, the thing sucked ass. For whatever reason, the internal default lens was a fisheye lens. It was terrible, but compared to me using like my iPhone for everything, it was such a huge step up for me, and it made me feel a lot more confident. And I just remember like this was like a big deal. Like this was like that first like moment where it's like, okay, I'm putting money into this channel. I'm going to dedicate more to the channel. And I think it was around this time I also bought like the full version of Bandicam to like record gameplay and whatnot. Get rid of that www.bandicam.com watermark and all that. And it's just, oh my God, these are a blast from the past. This is actually wild. Like this is years and years and years of work, and yeah, not all of it was good. Most of it was actually very bad. I mean, this is like my first collab I did with my old friends Randy Mash and Doom. We did Roblox. This is when I first started getting fan art from people to like put into thumbnails and stuff, and I was just like really hitting my stride a little bit more, where I was more confident in my content and my personality. I started switching things up, doing like the Girbeagly Reads type stuff and playing indie games that I hadn't seen anyone else cover. I did like meme videos. This is one where I literally eat a bowl of cereal while listening to the Attack on Titan opening because it was like a meme at the time where anything goes with it. And it just, man, there was a lot of weird stuff that happened. Like I remember around this time is when I started meeting much larger YouTubers than me who started reaching out and they wanted to work with me, and they started promoting my stuff like so much. They started like pushing out my stuff, and it was the first time I sort of got like around this time period. Let's see here. Let's just click a random video, I guess. This was 2014 January. So when I was almost a year old on the YouTube scene, I had these friends who were starting to like push my content out and get me more well known in a lot of ways, and it was really, really cool for me because I'd never experienced sort of like a friend group like that before who like wanted to lift me up and help me and promote my stuff to like a wider audience. And it's when the channel started picking up more momentum, getting more subs, and I just had a great time making stupid things like the wiper for great flush disc. What the fuck, man? Okay, we gotta watch this, because I don't even remember making this.
In a world made completely out of poop.
Oh boy. Yep.
One man.
Holy shit. Wow, that plunger.
Kind.
Those PJ pants. That's my old apartment. Oh my god, that's so weird to see. Oh, that toilet paper is worth a lot these days.
The waiver.
Oh my god. I think this was like the first time I figured out I could mess with my voice in editing programs, so I was like, why not? Like, I was starting to get a lot of comments from people who were like, we like your voice. Like, why don't you have like a great like movie announcer voice? And I was like, I'm gonna make one about poop, apparently. So there you have it. That movie unfortunately died during production hell. No one's heard of it since. It's just one of Hollywood's failed projects. Rest in peace to that guy. Anyway, so this video's gone on for a while now. I got lost in a nostalgia hole here. Like, it's really cool to see all these things. There's so many videos of like different milestones I had. I do so many vlogs, especially in the early days. I did so many vlogs where I was like, we hit 1,000 subs, we hit 1,500 subs. Like, I was really psyched anytime we had any milestone, big or small, on the channel, and I'd freak out about it. And I remember just like annoying all my friends, just being like, oh my god, the channel's growing so much or whatever. And I don't know, it's so weird to think about all those early feelings, to reflect on them. And I wanted to watch this as like the last video that I react to. This one's not an old one because it's from 2019, as you guys can see here. This was my first PAX panel ever that I got to do as like a solo panel thing. I had worked so hard to try to get one of these because I remember back when I went to my very first PAX panel, or yeah, very first like PAX East, I saw other YouTubers doing panels. I started hanging out with like Mark and Sean and Ethan and Wade and Bob and all those guys that have become my friends at this point. And that's so surreal to think about, like watching those early videos when I looked up to all of those guys, except for Ethan. Like, Ethan was, I didn't know who the hell he was until PAX, and that's when we became friends. Sorry, Ethan, but you were late to that. But there was so much going on back then that I didn't think I was ever going to be a part of, that I just thought, you know, this is a great template. What these guys are doing, this example they're setting is so cool. But I'm never gonna like stand amongst them. I'm never gonna get to know them better. I'm never gonna get to talk to them. I did a video a while ago where I actually read over a 3-year-old email that I had sent to Mark about like reaching out to him and just like telling him thank you for everything that he does as far as like inspiring other YouTubers to do more good in the world, to support good causes and to lift other people up, etc. And I didn't really know him as a person back then. It was more of just my public perception of who he was at that time. But it's just so strange to think that like now I know so many of these guys. I've gotten to speak to them at conventions. I've gotten to hang out with them. I've gotten invited over to their homes. Ethan is one of my best friends of all time. He's done so much to support me over the years. I've watched him go from a channel smaller than mine to being the big internet boy that he is now. And I'm so happy that he has all this success, but it's so weird to think that like all of that happened only because I kept at it. I was determined to change. I knew that the quality that I was putting out at the time back during those videos 7 years ago wasn't the best thing in the world, and I just wanted to improve, so I kept working at it. And I didn't focus on the numbers. I focused on what things I could do to have fun with the channel, and I hope that that's like the sort of thing that I still put out there, the sort of energy that I put out there when people watch videos, that I'm having a good time, that I'm picking games that I really am interested in. And I hope that my appreciative feelings that I have every single day don't seem like they're like, you know, contrived or anything for attention. They're genuine. They're the way that I feel. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to sort of hit what I thought was the pinnacle all those years ago of getting my own panel at PAX East. And we're not going to watch the whole thing because this is pretty long, but this was like when it really sort of dawned on me, like, wow, I hit that goal that I set out for years and years ago, watching those other guys and being like, wow, they got to speak in front of like, you know, dozens to hundreds of people. Hi, Paxies. Like, this was just back in April of last year. Why are you here?
Very cool. First of all, I did want to address, and I'm sorry to everyone on this side
And
of
it's,
the room.
man.
I'm very short. Can't see me.
There it is. Morgan was at the perfect angle to film that as well, so it got the maximum effect. But
as you guys can probably tell, I'm kind of nervous. This is my very first PAX.
I was so nervous. I'm so nervous anytime.
I've done solo panels before. I've done panels at PAX before, but this is my first solo PAX panel. So this is like a big deal for me. Very quick aside, you guys know that when I say that, it doesn't always mean quick because I can just ramble forever. But
It's never changed.
Many moons ago, I came to PAX East for the first time. It was my first convention ever, first gaming convention ever. Super psyched. I went with almost no expectations. I was just like, I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna see some games and like maybe I can get like a picture with like Mark or Sean or one of those guys that I have.
And there you have it. And that's, I mean, that's basically the story that I already just told a second ago, but it's insane to think of how much has changed, how much opportunity I've been given by this community, that I went from this really awkward dude with an iPhone 4 and a dream to 7 years later having a community that lobbied for me enough at PAX, a convention I went to for years and years and have, you know, really respected for years and years and enjoyed being at because I get to meet so many of you, that they gave me a room where I got to talk in front of you guys. I got to talk in front of some of the most dedicated people in my community who wanted to just come by and support me as I just answered questions and talked about my own life. And that's something that it's crazy. It's really insane to think about that this has been a gigantic part of my life. And when I say things like this community and being able to create content and give it to you guys, you know, several times a week is something that's changed my life in such a big way. I'm not exaggerating that. That's crazy. I wouldn't be in this house that I have right now if it wasn't for the community supporting me in the ways that they have. I wouldn't have the friends that I have now. I wouldn't get to live the life that I have now. I wouldn't get to have the freedom to work on content like this if it wasn't for you guys asking for it and supporting it when I do put it out and encouraging me every single day. And it's so surreal to think that now, instead of being that stupid idiot with the iPhone 4 and a dream, I'm a stupid idiot with a way better camera and a dream who's getting to live a lot of his dreams. It's just really wild, and I am really thankful for it. I'm so thankful I've gotten to speak in front of you and meet you at signings and talk to you on the internet and get to know you better and have you guys get to know me. It's just been such a wonderful experience, and I don't really know if I have a point of this video. It was more of like, so many fans have asked me for like the past few years for reacting to my old videos. Obviously, they're still up. You guys can go back and watch a bunch of them if you want. I think you know how I feel about most of them. But like, outside of reacting to them and acknowledging the fact that I've kept them up so that you guys can see how much I've changed and how it's possible for anyone out there to just sort of live their dreams and keep pushing and eventually like do the thing they want to do. I don't really have like a profound point. I just wanted to do this because I thought it would be fun, and that's sort of how I've always run things over here. And I appreciate those of you who've stuck by me, whether it's been for 7 minutes or 7 years, that you've decided to stick with me and support what I do and hopefully have fun with me. It's been a blast. It's been so great. So thank you guys for 7 amazing years, absolutely amazing years. It's been life-changing. It really, really, really has been. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video though. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.